Hey guys, so as you can see, my eyelashes need some filling. Needs to be done. So I'm gonna do that on camera. It's not gonna be me talking or anything. I'm just going to do this for all those people that are appreciative of fast forwards type of videos. So I'm going to be making my fans and then I'm going to apply them and I will show you guys how I do this. I just got this little thing so I can put individual lash fans in it when I pre-make them. I got this at the dollar store. It was $1.25 and I'm gonna have to label everything and that's it. Alright you guys, I decided to do a voiceover anyways, that way I don't have to find 1,000 hours of music for this video. It's a pretty long one, but I figured some people would enjoy this. So here I'm just using my favorite glue at the moment, which is the Live Bay Lash. However, as much as I do enjoy this glue, it needs the actual like perfect humidity for it to be like really nicely for application. Does that even make sense? This glue needs to be at the perfect humidity for the perfect application. And as soon as it is not perfect, you can tell right away, where other glues I feel like have like a wider range, if you know what I mean. So keep that in mind. Also, Live Bay Lash used to be Sassy Lash, I'm pretty sure, and they changed their name. So if you can't find it, that's what it is. And then I'm just using these, they're not Easy Fan, but they are volume lashes by Eyelash. I've showed them on my Instagram before, which is at bia.dgp. And I'm using these in a D, you can see right there. They're a 0.03 mix. I find that the 03s are a very nice, fluffy lash to use on volume or mega volume. I would almost suggest using 0.03s for mega volume fans only because they are pretty thin, and I do feel like my lash sets turn out very soft. They're very nice and like subtly and fluffy, but I feel like I want to branch more into the thick volume lash industry, and those, I think those lash artists use 0.05 to 0.07. I do find that that can be pretty heavy, but overall it just gives a fuller look. So sometimes I think people can be a little bit disappointed with their lash look if they want a really full look, and it's technically a really full look because you're giving them like mega fans, but because they are 0.03s, they're so delicate and just so lightweight that they don't look as heavy and full. Now, I do use that on my own eyes, and honestly, it does look pretty full, not gonna lie. But I do use a mix of 0.05 and 0.03. So just keep that in mind as you're watching this when you are looking at my lashes in a clip after. That's what I have on. They're a mixture of 0.03 and 0.05. Let me know down below in the comments if you guys like voiceovers like this, where I just kind of chit chat with you guys about lashes and how and what I'm doing. I'll definitely do more like this. So this one is a 15 millimeter. I've been kind of switching to the 15 millimeter because I am using this mixed tray. Normally I don't use lashes that are that long, even though, because my lashes are so grown out, they are probably more along like a 16, 17 millimeter length at the moment, because my retention has been great. So there are some lashes in there that have been on for weeks and weeks and they are still going strong. And with my own lashes, because it does take so much time and effort to do them, I don't really go in and remove them unless they are literally hanging by a thread and bothering me. So I don't generally remove those lashes. When you do have lash clients, you might want to consider removing those lashes, but overall you might not need to. Honestly, like if they are still hanging on very well, if they're not getting stuck when they're brushing them, then you should probably be okay to leave those on. Also, for glue, you do want to replace your glue like every 15 to 30 minutes. Sometimes I go longer. It depends on how big my glue dot is and the humidity in the room. I'm definitely guilty of going longer, that's for sure. I do see some lash artists that go every 15 minutes. I do think it has a lot to do with the humidity in your room. You can get a humidifier. I do have one. I don't use it, but sometimes I do notice that if I turn the heat on in the room, particularly that I'm doing it in, because it gets a little cooler in there. If I turn the heat on, then I am just fine for humidity. And then my glue dot lasts a little bit longer, but if it's pretty cool, this glue is not the best choice for that. But yeah, I'm gonna let you guys just watch how I make these fans with the shimmy technique, and I will talk a little bit more as you guys watch the clips of me actually applying the lashes. Here we are, it's time to apply the lashes. I am trying to mimic a cat eye. I sometimes switch it up and don't do cat eyes, so then I'll do the same length all throughout my lashes. I try really hard to use shorter lashes on my inner corner because my inner corners just really don't like to last very long, and overall I've just been noticing if I use like an 11 millimeter or 12 that it definitely helps with how long they do stay on. I don't know if they just like get tangled more or if they get oilier or greasier, I don't know. I'm not sure, but it's been helping a lot. So if that's an issue you're having with getting your lashes done, that your inner corners or outer corners are always falling out, you might want to switch up the style of lash that you have, which would be going from a cat eye to a doll eye, which a doll eye is where the center lashes are longer. I have been seeing a lot of people do lash mapping, and I guess in general I do that as well, but it's in my head and I don't actually lash map. So, but I do know like where I'm putting what, and there is a method to what I'm doing. So if you ever see me apply lashes to anyone, like on camera, then I usually just have a lash map in my head because I feel like it takes a lot of time to jot down and map it out what you're putting where, and it's just gonna save me time if I can just keep it in my head where I'm putting what. So I do think it could be very helpful when you're doing a spiky look because my spikes always go in just randomly. I'm not trying to make my lash sets look like twins because no eyes look like twins. So if I can get them to look as close as possible to each other, to the other eye, then I'm well off. But that doesn't always happen because honestly, I usually start on the right eye. And then once I get to the left eye, I realize that they don't have as many lashes on the left side, for example, or, you know, their lashes could be at a different growth cycle in that moment when we're doing them. And then it's just like all over the place. So it never matches 100%. I'm grateful when they match a lot, but yeah, I don't map lashes. It just happens kind of in my head and I just freestyle it. And honestly, that's just how I roll. Like I do that with everything in life, and every time I'm doing anything creatively, I don't do instructions. I just go by what I feel looks good. I do the same thing with cooking. I don't do recipes. So this is me just randomly putting in 15 millimeters right there at the end. I had a few 14s that I made up. I'm trying to put those a little bit closer into the center. And then my 13s and 11s are going into the inner and first third of the eye. And overall, I do like to keep them pretty long. So I will put up to like 14s, like all the way halfway through my eye. Because I've had clients before where I did a cat eye and it just overall was too short for them because I kept like the first half of the eye, I did pretty much 11, 12s, and then the back end I did like 13, 14, and it just kind of reduces their length by a lot. So I kind of stopped doing that. I pretty much do the wing of the cat eye well into the last whole third, almost into half of the eye, because I think people just really appreciate the length, and when they say they want a cat eye, they still want it to be long. But obviously not everybody wants like 16, 17, 18 millimeter lashes, so I just tried to put those longer ones pretty well into the half of the overall lash line. So yeah, that's all I'm doing here. This eye needed the most work. Afterwards, I am applying it to the other eye, but I did not catch that on camera, because I feel like this was the eye that I was going to be able to show it the best. It's really hard to get it on camera doing your eyes because I had to really like reduce the brightness so that you could like see the individual lashes, which I feel like did pretty good. So I'll probably keep doing lashes in this spot whenever I'm filming them on myself. And yeah, I hope you guys like this style of video. Let me know. Again, if you have any questions or concerns or want any suggestions for any products, feel free to leave those comments down below. I usually reply to everybody. You can even just send me a DM on Instagram. I'm usually pretty quick there. And yeah, so here I'm doing the inner corner. Usually pretty difficult for me. I don't know what it is, but I really have to like lift my eye up. As you can see too, like my eyes aren't burning or anything. I've been doing this for a really long time, and I just kind of know how to move my pupils in a way that I don't like look up towards where I placed a lash, because that's where I feel like the fumes are sitting the strongest. Sometimes my eyes water because if I keep them open so long. And also the space where I do apply them, like there's a pretty big space, like it doesn't get that close to the lash line, just for the fact that I'm doing it on myself. When I do it for clients, obviously it's a lot closer, but you might see some lashes that are pretty far away from the lash line here. And it's just so difficult to do it by yourself. So that's kind of why sometimes my lashes look a little bit on the longer side, because I just can't get them to be that close. And they're not always all going perfectly in the right direction, but that's just plain because I am doing it all myself. But I'll leave you guys with that. You guys can just finish watching this clip of me putting them on. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will talk to you guys very soon. Don't forget to subscribe for more and let me know what you guys think. Alright guys, that concludes this video. I hope you enjoyed this little like voiceover. This is what the lashes look like. That's pretty much my go-to everyday lash style is the cat eye. I do think I'm going to switch it up soon and go with a doll eye so that my eyes look a little bit bigger, which imitates my natural eye shape. But overall, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you like this style, how I filmed it, the speedy work that's done, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for supporting me and liking my videos and commenting. I see all your comments and everything, and I try to respond to every single one of them, so thank you so much for that. I hope you guys are having a good pre-Christmas season. It's almost here. I hope you're not stressing out over anything. Honestly, nothing's really worth stressing over, so just stay calm. Christmas presents don't have to be extravagant this year. It doesn't have to be a lot. It can be homemade. There are so many things that you can like buy at the dollar store even that you can like do crafts with and stuff, just to show somebody that you're thinking of them. You don't have to buy a lot, so take that pressure off yourself. I don't know why I'm rambling on about this, but I just would hate to see people be stressed out about it. I know it's a stressful season already every year. And this year in particular, everyone I think can sympathize, and as long as you get to actually see your loved ones, you are so rich and well off, because there are a lot of people that aren't gathering. So if you're allowed to, just, you know, be safe and considerate of others and show people that you care about them. Give them a phone call, drop them off some food or something, or just a card. Make someone's day. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye.